Cuts have been made to the state's school aid budget, and it's sending shockwaves through educators and education policymakers. With a historic school aid budget last year, this one doesn't come close. Per pupil funding isn't increasing. And one thing leaving lawmakers and even those who advocate for education perplexed is the cut to the school mental health and safety line item in the budget.
The budget that was passed last week is significantly disappointing to every educator in the state right now.
Disappointing because the cut from the $300 million to $26.5 million will directly impact the way schools can fund mental health specialists and also school safety. Robert McCann, who is the executive director of the K-12 Alliance of Michigan, says it's not going to be easy for schools.
That's the money that has not only upgraded equipment and policies, but directly pays for the SROs, the police that are in many different school buildings around the state right now.
Now the question is, can these services be maintained for long term if schools are getting less money?
Every district right now is scrambling because this is beyond a worst case scenario budgeting wise. This is an absolute red alert being sounded in districts across the state right now, because this is a significant divestment in some of these funds that are going to have a direct impact on their operating ability next year.
Some Republican lawmakers said they too decided to vote against the budget. State Representative David Martin says the $82.5 billion budget prioritizes pet projects. He went on to say, quote, gutting school safety and mental health funding is a serious mistake. This week, the state's teachers union, the Michigan Education Association, said lawmakers need to invest more in school safety and mental health. The MEA president says, quote, with proper funding for mental health services, our schools can hire more mental health professionals who can work to identify and address relatively minor issues before they spiral out of control.
You're very likely going to see districts really having trouble maintaining the counselors that are in schools, the social workers that are in schools, the people that we know help students succeed in the classroom.
A report from the American School Counselor Association shows Michigan is the second worst state in the U.S. when it comes to student per counselor ratio. The budget heads to Governor Gretchen Whitmer's desk for her approval, then it won't go into effect until October 1st.